I'll move out of your way.
Thank you.
Students, go to desk. Yes. What did it say?
Personality.
And then what last one is type in cookies or type in Z-U-M-A. Zuma. It's under 50 cc's. Don't need much on lessons. And it's like legit like low pen. Did you ever see Dallas has 50 with an 8 pen?
Come on then.
This is Seamus Street.
It looks a little it's nice, but it looks like it's not like it's too smooth when it should be more off-road just because it's a
BG, do you have a dog?
No. Because I have cats.
Boo. I don't really like cats because they distract me, but I'm pretty sure I like your cats.
Yeah, my cat's cool. Alright, let's try to get this working.
Mr. Baby, you're gonna have a kid? Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll get you some baby stuff.
No, save money.
I don't need to save money.
Why?
Why? Because I'm spoiled and I get what I want. I found it'd be crazy if I found off with some baby stuff. She's like, why?
Yeah, be careful with that one.
She's gonna get scared. I'm gonna do it just to scare her.
Alright, so, students.
One for you.
Okay, today, like I promised, we're going to learn something new. So, we're going to kind of use some of the tools and the things we've learned in this class to expand on and do something I like to do during this time of year, which is a zombie project. Basically, what we do is we turn someone, who could be yourselves, into a zombie. So, what I need, first of all, is someone to turn into a zombie.
Me.
Well, like someone who I can just Google real quick.
Oh, Megan Fox.
Who?
Megan Fox, yeah.
Guy Fieri.
Oh, okay, dude.
That sounded cooler. All right.
Megan Fox.
I like Megan Fox.
Guy Fieri sounds cooler than Megan Fox.
Okay.
Where's
Alright, sorry, my computer's super slow right now. I don't know why. Okay. So Guy Fieri. I'm gonna use this. Actually, no, I don't want to use this.
That one. Top left. Top left. Go nice. No, it's below that one.
Which one?
Go down one. Go down. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Look how nice he looks.
Alright. So, Guy Fieri. Let's make him
Damn
zombie.
sexy.
Alright, so.
Yeah, cutie.
I have him onto. No, hey. Okay, I have him onto my Photoshop canvas. What do I do if I want to make him bigger?
Command T.
Command T, very good. So I press Command T, and I'm going to make him larger. All right. So now he's about to fit the frame. I'll put him down here. And press Enter. All right. So now I have this background. Okay. Please, everyone, pay attention up here. Stop looking at whatever you're looking at. Look up here. It's important. Okay. So I want to separate him from my background. Who knows how to do that? So if you have a solid color background, you can use the magic eraser tool and click, but see how it takes away all this extra stuff? It's because we have matching pixels. So what I want to do is convert to smart object and rasterize my layer. So now what I can do is use the quick select tool. I'm going to quickly select him. And I'm going to do what's called a layer mask. This is important because it allows me to go back and forth if I make mistakes. So if you can see, he's selected. If I go down here to the bottom of my layers, you see this box with the circle that we've used before, and it goes Add Layer Mask. And I click, and there you go. We do have some imperfections with the hair because of the gray. What's nice about layer masks is if I want to continue to erase, I can go black to keep, or to take away, I'm sorry. And so I can just go loosely around the hair. But if I mess up and I go like this, I can switch my paintbrush to white, and then I can bring it back. Okay? So, I'm going to kind of play around with that hair. It's not too important just for this because I'm just giving you guys a lesson, an idea of what we're doing, but I want it to look somewhat cool. Alright, so now this is going to be interesting because this is going to be fun. We can do a little bit more than I anticipated.
My mom met him.
Nice.
She said he was really neat.
Oh, very cool. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is if you want to start changing the lighting, you can. For this, I'm just going to go, and if you want, you can type in zombie skin texture. This one looks pretty good. So I'm going to drag and drop this into Photoshop. I want to make, yo, if you're talking, stop talking. Command T, I'm going to make it smaller just so it fills my frame. But I want to rotate it so that it's covering all of his skin. Okay? What's cool about this, if I go here, you see how this layer is in a square? All I have to do is right click and go create clipping mask. And then that wraps around this layer mask that we made below. You'll see this little icon, this drops down. And so I'm going to go to my layer blending options, and I'm going to click, let's see screen, what does that do? No, maybe color dodge. That's kind of close. Darken. Some work better than others. You may pull one in and it doesn't really work very well. Color burn, I like that. All right, but what you see how we have this really dark area right here? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to add another layer mask. So this lesson is all going to be layer mask, clipping mask, layer mask, clipping mask, basically.
What's the difference?
A layer mask will allow you to paint and not paint around what you want to keep. Like it's basically like showing the layer behind. A clipping mask wraps your photo around what's directly below. Okay? So I'm going to add a layer mask. So I see this little white. I'm going to get my paintbrush, and I'm going to increase the size, and I can start taking away that extra area. But if you notice, I kind of messed up here on the chest, so no worries, I can always go back and fix it by going, switching that to white, and bringing it back. All right, so I have the main part of the skin. I also want to add a texture layer. Blood texture to his skin or to his shirt. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to drag and drop. I'm going to move it to here, Command T to make it larger, kind of position it. All right. And so if I wanted to wrap this image around my subject, what would I do? Clipping mask. Right click or control click and go create clipping mask. And so then I'll play with my blending options. I can do multiply. I like multiply, that looks good. But you see I have some on the face. So I want to erase some of that. So what would we use to erase some of that? A layer mask. Alright, so white keeps, right? Black takes away, so I'll switch to black, get my paintbrush, and loosely paint kind of around. So you can tell his skin and his clothes are now gross. Alright, so we're almost halfway there. Okay, very easily, the next part, I want to go zombie eyes. This one looks cool. Well, those are crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. That's really gross. Okay, so if I want to make it smaller, what would I use? Command T, very good. So I'm going to make it small to kind of fit that space so it's similar. This is really creepy. Sorry.
That's so scary.
And I'm going to drag it around there. Okay, so, whoops, sorry, I got crazy with the mouse. What I want to do is I want to erase all this extra area. Okay? I really only want the eye. What's a nice way to do that? What do we do in the other ones? To erase the excess that we can bring back and forth with the paintbrush. A layer mask. So using a layer mask again, getting a paintbrush, painting with black, I can take away. So I can go like this, erase or paint away all that extra stuff. And I can do Command T to kind of rotate it and fill it in. So there's the one eye. What's nice about Photoshop is if I like what I did with that one eye, I can simply go to my layer, right click, duplicate my layer, and what you'll notice is I have this here. It'll stack it in its original position. But if I want to flip it, like an eye would be, I can go Edit, Transform, Flip horizontally. And there we go. So we have zombie eyes. Now I want to add a zombie mouth. That one looks gross. Perfect. So I want to make it bigger. Command T. Move it in position. All right. I want to get rid of this outside stuff. What would I do? Layer mask. You guys are learning. I love it. Get the paintbrush. You don't want to paint with black or white. Black. So very quickly and pretty easily, I'm able to get a zombie Guy Fieri.
Oh shit, I forgot. Got it.
That looks actually pretty good. Make the mouth a little bit bigger. Alright, so I'm almost done. Then the last step is basically going creepy background. And I will put him.
Do the one with the stairs.
Stairs?
Go down a little bit. Just like, okay, follow that. No.
Ooh, that's small. Hopefully it doesn't get too pixelated.
You can't do it.
That's a little pixelated, but for the sake of this, I'm going to crop it. All right. So, but one thing, now it's covering up all my other stuff. What do I do?
Drag it to layer 1.
Drag it to layer behind layer 1. And there you go. We got a creepy zombie Guy Fieri. All right. So the thing you want to do, it's really just about step by step. The first step is separating your subject from the background. So then you can add a texture and layer mask it. Or sorry, clipping mask it around your subject. Then playing with your blending modes here, you can do different things depending on the colors that are in your photo. And then playing around with your layer mask to take away certain things. So it's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. But they do take a little bit of time and finessing and making sure you can get it perfect. Okay? Good? Any questions? No? Easy? Yeah? Okay. Enjoy making a zombie.
Yo, this is nasty.
Really?
I said it was nasty, yo. Now what do I know? Oh my god.
Well, what you think?
I'm not finding any of the freaking Clipper face.
I was busy.
Make it big.
Just saying.
Ooh, child.
How big?
Way bigger.
How big?
Bro,
This big?
how can I
Are you covering your skin or?
I don't care. It's big.
Okay, then make it no like no skin.
Okay.
Sure, catch.
No.
Then go to your layers and right click. The one that you're on top of.
First step, separate your subject from the background. Take your time. You have plenty of time to do this, so don't feel rushed.